Hello, new RECEs. My name is Alessia, a professional learning program advisor for the College of Early Childhood Educators. I'm also a registered early childhood educator. Today, I'll be providing information regarding the Continuous Professional Learning Program and how to comply with your first year educational requirements and the timeline to complete them. We hope you find the information provided in this webinar helpful. Let's take a look at what will be covered. First, I'll provide an overview of the CPL program and the educational requirements that you'll need to complete during your first year as an RECE. Next, I'll show you how to access the learning platforms for both educational requirements. I'll talk about what happens after you've completed your requirements before your first renewal. And lastly, show relevant CPL resources and how to contact us for support if you need help. The Continuous Professional Learning Program, or CPL program for short, is an ongoing professional learning program for RECEs that is grounded in self-reflection, self-directed learning, and the Code of Ethics and Standards of Practice. It is designed to support RECEs in enhancing their knowledge and skills, strengthening their professional judgment, and improving their practice throughout their career. It also communicates to families, colleagues, and the public that RECEs are members of a distinct profession that demonstrates accountability, maintains public trust, remains current in practice, and values ongoing professional learning. All RECEs are required to fulfill the CPL requirements. You can see in the diagram, you will need to complete the educational components, which are the Expectations for Practice module and the Sexual Abuse Prevention program in your first year of membership. This is a one-time requirement and does not need to be redone. For the following years, you will need to complete the CPL portfolio cycle. The CPL portfolio cycle allows you to reflect on your practice, develop one professional learning goal, and plan, engage in, and document your professional learning activities. Your CPL portfolio cycle is an ongoing requirement, meaning that each year after your first year of membership, you will have to complete it. The college will send a courtesy reminder email with details when it's time for you to begin the portfolio and invite you to a CPL portfolio webinar to learn more. Please note that this webinar will focus on the educational components listed in the blue box. During the first year of membership, new RECEs will be required to complete their Expectations for Practice module and the Sexual Abuse Prevention program. Let's begin by going into more detail about the Expectations for Practice module. The Expectations for Practice module explains an RECE's professional responsibilities and key information for a new member of the college. The module is free and offered in both English and French and takes approximately 2 hours to complete and does not need to be done in one sitting. You access the module through My College account, which I'll demonstrate shortly. At the end of the module, you will need to take a quiz. You will need to get 80% on the quiz. You have unlimited attempts to the quiz to get 80% or more. After the quiz, you'll complete a survey to share your feedback on your experience with the module. All questions on the survey are optional. You'll then receive the certificate of completion. The college will also receive notification that you have completed the module. More on that later. Now, let's move on to the Sexual Abuse Prevention program. The Sexual Abuse Prevention program supports your commitment to the personal safety, health, and well-being of all children and empowers you with proactive approaches to help prevent child sexual abuse. The Sexual Abuse Prevention program is free and provided in both English and French. It will take approximately 5 to 6 hours to complete and also does not need to be completed in one sitting. The Sexual Abuse Prevention program has 3 required elements. The first required element is titled Commit to Kids child sexual abuse prevention training. There are 8 modules and a knowledge validation quiz at the end. To pass the 20-question multiple choice quiz, you will need 80%. Don't worry if you do not get 80% on your first try. You can take the quiz as many times as you need to get the mark needed. This required element takes the most amount of time to complete. The next element is called Teach Retells. This element has 1 module and a quiz with 4 multiple choice questions. You will need 100% on the quiz. Again, if you do not receive 100% on the first try, you can try as many times as you need. The final element listed is the college's resources to read. The 3 resources are the Professional Advisory Duty to Report, Racism and Bias in Reporting to Child Welfare, and Sexual Abuse Prevention Program Scenarios. I will now show you how to access the learning platforms through My College account so that you can complete the Expectations for Practice module and the Sexual Abuse Prevention Program before your first membership renewal. My College account is a portal that RECEs can access for a variety of reasons. My College account holds information such as your membership number, your preferred mailing address, and registration status with the college. Accessing My College account can be done from the college website. The link is found on the top right-hand corner. To log into your account, you will need to have your username, which is the email address you have on file with the college, and your unique password. You can see on this slide, we have successfully logged into My College account and have clicked on the Continuous Professional Learning tab, which is step number 2. Step number 3 shows the buttons to access the Expectations for Practice module and the Sexual Abuse Prevention Program. When you click on the Expectations for Practice module button, you will be connected to the college's learning platform. On the main dashboard, you'll be able to access the Expectations for Practice module by clicking on the My Courses tile. And after completion, you can access your certificate under the Certificate of Completion tile. When you click on the Sexual Abuse Prevention Program Access button, you'll be connected to the My Library page. This is where you will find the elements of the program, including the instructions. All required elements are marked Required with a pink tab. Please note that the Required tab will not go away once you have completed each section. The first time that you click on the Commit to Kids and Teach Retells buttons, you will need to activate the online training. You will continue to have access to the program and resources until you renew. Here are some helpful tips to support you in completing the Sexual Abuse Prevention Program. Complete the elements at your own pace, which includes taking breaks when needed. Complete the program alone, in a group, or with a trusted person. You may read the video transcripts instead of listening and watching. If you find the testimonials too difficult to listen to, you can skip them. And if you do experience distress when completing this prevention program, please reach out to the college, a trusting, helping professional, and/or a crises center. The college offers resources that may support you with the prevention program, including Caring for Self and Others. Caring for Self and Others is a document that could be found on the college's website. The resource reminds members to check in with themselves and consider what they need when engaging with the content. The resource also includes contact information for organizations that you can reach out to for professional support if needed. The college also provides virtual trauma-informed care workshops that you may sign up for on the college's website. You may find more information about the CPL program on the college's website, and on our YouTube channel. On your My College account, under the Continuous Professional Learning tab, you'll be able to see your specific CPL program requirements and history. The links will be in the description box below. Time to confirm completion of the Expectations for Practice Module and Sexual Abuse Prevention Program educational requirements using your My College account. The Educational Requirements table can be found under the CPL tab, specifically under the CPL Cycle table. If the completion date is filled in, you have successfully completed the requirements. However, if a completion date of the module is blank, the requirement is incomplete. Once you have successfully completed all of your first year CPL program requirements, you will earn 3 certificates like the ones above. The certificates will automatically display your full name along with the date of completion. You will not receive a certificate for reviewing the college's resources. The CPL program is a mandatory requirement to keep your membership in good standing. While the membership renewal window opens 2 months prior to your renewal date, you are not required to renew until the last day of your renewal month. If a member chooses to renew early, they should only do so if their CPL requirements are complete. If your requirements are not completed, you risk having your membership suspended for failing to comply with the CPL requirements. However, if you can't complete the requirements in time for your renewal, you need to respond no, and if applicable, you can submit a request to defer your CPL requirement. If you're not sure how to proceed, it's best to contact the Professional Practice Department for assistance. If you enter the non-compliance process, the college will be in communication with you. It's extremely important to make sure that your contact information in your My College account is up to date and you review all communication. If your membership is suspended, you are no longer able to engage in the practice of early childhood education. To be back in good standing, you'll need to engage in the reinstatement process, which includes completing the outstanding CPL requirements, paying fees associated with the reinstatement, along with the reinstatement form. Note that any changes to your registration status will be visible on the public register along with its history. As an RECE, you have a professional responsibility to annually renew your membership. To do so, you'll be using your My College account. The renewal process allows the college to verify your information on file and remain up to date, collect information about your work to develop relevant programming and supportive resources, monitor members' status with various obligations, such as reporting student conduct to the college and fulfilling CPL program requirements, and checking in with members about issues that are important for the protection and safety of children and families. The purpose of this section is for members to self-report on circumstances that may potentially affect their ability to safely practice the profession or create a risk of harm to children. The college has a duty to ask these questions to help serve and protect children and families. On your renewal form, it is important to answer the CPL question honestly regarding the Expectations for Practice module and Sexual Abuse Prevention program. If you have not completed these requirements before renewing and need to respond no to the declaration, the college will follow up via email to provide you with a timeline to comply with your CPL program requirements and avoid a suspension. Checking off yes to your CPL declaration when you haven't completed the requirements is called making a false declaration. Making a false declaration could potentially be considered as professional misconduct. A member may be granted a deferral of their CPL program requirements if there are extenuating circumstances that significantly interfere with their ability to comply with CPL program requirements during the course of their membership year. Reasons for requesting a CPL deferral may include maternity or parental leave, illness, disability, bereavement, and personal hardship. Members should submit a request for a deferral as soon as extenuating circumstances arise. To request a CPL deferral, members will click on the CPL Deferral Request button found under the CPL tab. They will then fill out the form and upload supporting documentation related to their extenuating circumstance. It is important to note that this is a request. The request will be reviewed by the college within 30 days before a decision is made and emailed to the member. A CPL deferral is only associated with the CPL program requirements. It does not pause or defer one's renewal with the college. The college provides additional resources and support to members that I will highlight in the coming slide. If you would like to find additional information about the CPL program requirements, you may read the Notice of Continuous Professional Learning Program Requirements. It is a document that outlines the CPL program and what is expected of all members. Navigate the CPL page on the college's website for videos and practice guidelines. Check emails for college updates and our newsletters titled Connections. And lastly, regularly checking your My College account through your membership year to stay informed on your yearly CPL program requirements. Thank you for viewing this recorded webinar. We are here to help. Please connect with the college by email, phone, or through social media if you have any further questions or comments. We look forward to hearing from you.